I've talked about my blood vessel burst on this the last 2 episodes, and there's a bartender at the corner that she's very into like conspiracies and anti and everything. Yeah. And when she heard me talking about it on stage, she's like, I know what it is. You got the didn't you? And I'm like, I did. She's like, how many shots did you get? I'm like, just the first one, I swear.
She's hilarious, man.
Oh, she's the best.
She's the best.
Whenever she's working, like I love just sitting beside the bar and just hearing the conversations that she gets into with the crowd. One time there was a guy that comes in and he's like, I'm gonna get MGD for myself, and then let me just wait to see what my girl wants. And then she goes, beta male, can't make a decision without asking his girl, can't even order his girl a drink. And I was like, holy, that guy's dick probably went inside of his body. Yeah. To have a bartender just
call you on the spot
on you like that just because the guy wanted to know what his girl wants to drink. Can't make a choice.
Out in the street, they call it
Uncut Jams.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Uncut Jams. Today we got a real special guest on the show. You might know him from his fame on Kill Tony. Guys, make some noise for Jared Nathan.
How's it going, James? How's it going?
Welcome to the show, Jared. You've been on my old podcast. I don't even remember what it was called at that time. Probably the Jameasy Times, maybe. I've changed my podcast so many times, but this is the one that we're sticking with. I'm going to at least do 100 episodes with Dante and the Uncut Jams brand.
Let's go.
Coming off a week of the most viewed episode.
I saw that.
Oh, yeah?
You give somebody a fucking nibble on a pedophile clip and everyone wants to show up and listen to the show.
Is that because I was checking the analytics and it was saying external, like where the views are coming from. It said external view. So is the clip I
think it's the clip.
Yeah, it's a banger clip.
The clip got the people going, So hopefully we can get into some hot topics with Jared. Jared, you got any fucking hot tea for us? You got any hot gossip? Didn't mean to put the pressure on you right off the top. You don't have to if you don't got anything.
No, but this motherfucker, this mustache.
Yeah.
Might cause some.
Might just get you some accusations.
Might get me some. Yeah. No, but you want to know something interesting that most people might not know? That Samuel Jackson had a stutter. That's why in every movie he says motherfucker.
Is that true?
That's
or is
true.
This a joke?
No, that's true. Look it up.
So like when he's trying to get a line out, he'll just go motherfucker.
Yeah, that's why in every movie he says motherfucker.
So it was actually supposed to be, I'm tired of these snakes on this plane. But he said,
plane.
I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. For those of you that don't know, and first time meeting Jared, Jared does have a stutter, if you haven't noticed yet. So
swear words help the stutter.
Swear words help the stutter. You have different voices that help the stutter. You said whispering. I saw you do another one on stage recently. What's that voice? Where you can speak clearly in that voice. What is it?
This voice, people might think it's just a voice I realize I can do.
So if you do different voices, you can have no stutter. That's so.
Yes, and I do different voices. Different voices.
Damn. So
but it's hard because I really have to it takes a lot of effort to change out of it. But yeah, a lot of these voices are interesting.
And when you rap, you don't stutter?
Yeah. If I gotta think of something, the stutter might come out.
Okay. Fair.
If I'm thinking too much, stuttering happens.
I knew that was going to fall off. I need to get some new double-sided tape.
Is that what that roll was?
Yeah, double-sided tape. So I tried stick it back on.
So many people, even Roman, the actor that played Mr. Bean.
Okay, yeah.
He stutters.
That's why he doesn't talk in his...
That's why he doesn't talk.
Mr. Bean.
Also, I did look it up.
Bean.
Yes, it says, yes, Samuel L. Jackson has spoken publicly about his childhood stutter and how he learned to manage it. He has mentioned that he used breathing exercises and even the word motherfucker as a way to help control the stutter.
Yeah. Every movie, you notice every movie, he says motherfucker. Almost every movie.
That's interesting. So you could be the next Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay, yeah.
Could be. You're on the same
I like
trajectory.
snakes. No, I don't like snakes.
You don't like snakes?
No.
All right, let's bring one out. We just have snakes on hand. I'm not a big fan of snakes either. I like pets in general. I like dogs, and I've warmed up to cats. I wasn't a cat guy most of my life, but last year I went to do a tour in Newfoundland, and I stayed at Luke Lawrence's house. Shout out to Luke Lawrence. Great guy, the mayor of Newfoundland. That's what we call him. Yeah. And he had a cat in his house named Kush, and this cat was the most lovable cat. It would just come sit on my lap whenever I sat down. It would follow me around the house. Like when we came home late one night, it was waiting for me. Yeah. And then it waited at the bottom of the stairs to walk me back up to my room. I'm like, wow, I was singing this cat love songs. I had a real love story with this cat. Kush baby girl, if you're listening. Meow.
I like cats.
You like cats?
Yeah.
I heard you can speak in cats' language. Like cats can learn English.
Meow, meow.
Yeah, like there's something I saw on Instagram today that was like, if you say like, it means like come here in cat.
I heard that. I just saw that video.
You saw that video, right?
Yeah.
And all the cats were coming. Do you have a cat, Jared?
Yeah, I have a cat.
Try that when you get home.
I will. And the thing is, I think cats' senses can sense motherfucker when I'm outside, because before I put my key in my door, I hear my cat.
Oh, the
right
cat's
away.
already.
Yeah, I think the cat has like senses.
I think, I mean, animals I think have better hearing than us.
I think cats see ghosts because, like, my cat will, like, stare at the wall or something.
Yeah?
And will, like, attack the wall. Yeah.
It'll attack the wall?
Attack the wall.
I've actually had a theory that cats might be sent here by aliens because in Egyptian times, you know, they had, like, these big pyramids built of, like, shrines to cats. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then if you look at cats, sometimes they always have their eyes open, even when they're sleeping. They sleep with their eyes open. So they could just be here to monitor us here on Earth. And they might be aliens themselves.
Do you believe in aliens?
Huh?
Do you believe in aliens?
I think it'd be crazy for this great big universe we have to only have us be the only intelligent life form here on Earth. I think there might be something else out there. Huh?
We have an encounter?
No, but I also have a suspicion about octopuses possibly being aliens.
I actually read that.
You read that there?
Days ago?
You think about like in all the images we've made of aliens are usually like an octopus shaped head, right?
Yeah.
And
tentacles.
If you're an alien looking down at Earth and the Earth is what, like 80% water, something 70% water?
Yeah.
Where are you going to go? Land or the place that's the most of it? And maybe they just go down into the water, the deep sea, and they're just running things down there?
Well, there is a theory out there that most aliens, although people believe that they come from like above, there's also the belief that there's aliens just in the ocean.
I believe it. I believe it.
I had an encounter in Nevada.
You had an alien encounter?
Yeah.
What happened?
I was in my Rachel, Nevada, which just outside area 51.
Okay.
And they have a bar there, and the bar is never open. Just thought we were standing outside, like me and my friend, and this lady approached with a dog, went up to the establishment and checked if it was open, and then walked away, and all of a sudden it disappeared out of nowhere.
The lady disappeared.
The lady and a dog.
Both disappeared.
Both disappeared.
That's crazy.
Me and I felt like still have this conversation to the day. Like, did it really happen? Did it really happen?
Did you have your glasses on?
What?
Did you have your glasses on?
I had my glasses on, yes.
And your friend?
My friend both has glasses on, yes.
You guys both have glasses?
Yeah, both have glasses.
2 people with glasses saw it?
Yes.
I don't know if I
both
buy
saw
it.
it.
2 people with glasses, though.
Yes.
Not good vision.
We both
You
see
need
one
someone
man
with no
with 4
glasses
eyes,
as a
baby.
witness.
I
Yeah,
need
they
somebody-
saw it with 8 eyes, though.
They saw with
Right,
8 eyes.
8 eyes. 8 eyes better than 2.
I don't know if that's true. I think somebody that has perfect vision without glasses is still better than somebody with glasses fixing their vision.
Yeah,
No?
but 2 people with glasses is 8 eyes.
8 eyes. 8
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah.
Need 2 eyes anything.
I don't know.
They're octo eyes.
So she was just in front of the door
Yeah.
and just vanished.
Yeah. It's vanished.
That's crazy. That's actually
And,
crazy.
like, I've seen like things in skies before, like random shining lights and stuff.
Okay, question, because I saw a shining light once, and
Yeah.
then it turned out that it was a flare. Did you ever confirm what the shining light was? Because, like,
I don't know. It could be a flare.
have you ever seen, like, they shoot a flare, and then
Oh,
it
yeah,
just
yeah.
stays in one spot, and it's,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
glowing?
Yeah.
It looks like an alien ship from a distance.
How many times have you looked up and you're like, what the fuck was that? And then the airplane, and then like you realize afterwards it's just an airplane. That happened to me a few times.
That's definitely happened. I think
Happened to me a few times.
there's been sometimes where I'm like, I did not confirm it was an airplane.
Right.
And even like on the news last year or whatever, they showed like there's some next spaceships rolling around that they don't know what the fuck they are.
100%.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I tell people this all the time, because it's more like
Satellites, you don't know what it is.
not only, but it's also like a thing of like national security. Like if you have some next spaceship, you can't just let the public know, because then the ops are gonna know.
Right.
So like, how advanced are the like government spaceships? They're probably so advanced, and they can't tell us about it.
Like the government ones that get sent up with no astronauts. It's just like a little satellite that goes up there.
It could be a satellite. Could I mean,
You know,
like,
not that many astronauts go to space.
I don't think any have gone to space. No, joking.
Well, no, like
You have a joke, right?
I have that joke.
you have that joke that no one went to the moon.
No, to space.
That no one's
Space.
ever been to space. Oh, you said space doesn't exist.
Space
Look
is
it up.
not real because Chris Hadfield is from my hometown. I have to outdo him. So
Right.
he
Yeah.
claims he went to space.
I was because okay, so when they sent up Katy Perry, Gayle King,
Right.
that group of
Yeah.
people, I was thinking, I'm like, how many astronauts probably got jealous because a lot of people train their whole lives and never get to go to space. Then I Googled it, and it's like 0.1% of astronauts that train to be astronauts actually get to go to space.
Yeah.
Since the first time they went to space, only 600 have gone to space.
Yeah.
So then it sucks for these guys that saw that group go up, and then they're like, well, I never got to space, and then they just have to tell them like, you just don't have it. You just don't have the it
But
factor.
did they go into space, or were they still like in the
They
atmosphere?
didn't go into space.
Yeah,
They went on the edge of Earth and space.
yeah. They
They
didn't.
were
They
on the
didn't fully
edge.
go into space.
They went on the edge of
yeah.
Earth. But they have to like claim, oh, I went to
Space.
space.
They didn't go to space?
No,
Oh,
no. They
All
just
this-
went really high
they're
up,
really high up.
but not space.
Could they see all of Earth? Or
Not
they
all
didn't-
of it, but
Yeah, but-
they could see most of it.
That's
Maybe.
no point. If I'm ever going to go on a rocket ship, I need to see all of Earth. I need to look down at Earth and be like, wow, that's amazing that I'm seeing all of Earth right now.
Yeah.
If I'm just seeing
Yeah.
like a little more than I see when I'm on an airplane, I'll be pissed. Yeah.
I also read something like Jeff Bezos is pissed off that Katy Perry took video of inside a spaceship.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he wanted it to be a surprise. Look it up. Look
A
it up.
surprise for who?
I don't know. Look it up. They're like,
Like, because now it's like the fact that she took a picture from that angle, it's probably not that impressive.
Right,
And then he's like, he wants more people to pay for the trip.
Wanted to like expose inside on the
Yeah,
other day,
yeah,
trying to make money off it,
Right.
and then she just did it for
She wanted to get some likes on her Instagram.
Papa's everything Instagram likes.
Yeah. Katy
They
Perry.
all that whole space mission was for Instagram likes or likes and
So Dante, do you think they didn't go at all?
They're claiming space, but really they're just really high up.
So they did, but you acknowledge that they went high up.
I don't know.
But then Chris Hadfield, do you actually think he didn't go, or is that just for the joke?
That's just for the joke.
Fair. Because a lot of people say the moon landing's fake. What do you guys think about that?
A lot of people do say that.
You guys think it was just a studio thing?
Because it's just, how could they broadcast from it in that time, right?
Yeah. They didn't have Wi-Fi back then.
They didn't have Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
They
They didn't have Twitch streams.
They didn't have 5G.
I don't know. It's how, and like, if you see Buzz Aldrin,
Yep.
he had made claims that it was fake.
He said it was fake.
He said it was fake a few times.
And then one guy's like, Buzz, put your hand on the Bible and say you went to space. And then he punched the dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So Buzz says it's fake, but then sometimes he doesn't want to admit it's fake kind of thing?
Yeah, because the lizards will kill him.
Yeah, he has people knocking at the door. Oh, you can't say that anymore, Buzz.
Is Neil Armstrong dead?
I don't think so.
Because they went in the 60s, so he probably would have been like in his 20s then. And that's 60 years ago. So he could be like in his late 80s, 90s now.
He died.
When did he die?
Oh.
August 25th, 2012.
But Buzz Aldrin's still alive.
Yeah.
Let's get Buzz Aldrin on the show. Can you work on that, Dante? The one thing that's fishy about it to me is that they never went back. We've only had one footsteps on the moon. Like if they did it in the 60s and technology has advanced this much, like we should be able to make that trip no problem, and they never did it.
But now question, how deep in the conspiracy bag are you?
Not deep at all.
Okay.
I'm right at the top of the bag.
You're right at the top.
I have my little fingers at the top.
Yeah, because there's claims that the moon is actually hollow, right? So people do go to the moon frequently, but they just don't tell people that they go to the moon.
Right.
And there's like a whole base up there, and so like they can go like inside. It's like a Death Star basically.
And the moon landing could be real. The whole filming of it could not be real.
Yeah.
That's what they say. The whole filming.
The filming was for the likes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the clout.
For the views.
For the cloud.
but
like the allure of it, you know? For the
yeah.
allure of it. And then they did a secret mission.
Do you guys have any want to go to space? Do you want to go to space, Jared?
No.
I would.
You would?
Would you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
if you had to pay $50K,
if
would
you go there, you probably staying up there.
No, you can come back.
I don't
know.
Look, if they send me to the moon and then there is actually like a secret base there, that'd be sick to know.
Yeah. How many years of your life would you give up to go to space?
Ooh.
And it changes you.
Okay, give it up in what way? Like it takes like a bunch.
Let's say it takes 2 years to make a trip to the moon and back.
I think it takes less than that, but yeah,
well,
that'd be worth it.
It takes less than that if you just go to the studio and pretend. But you'll give up 2 years.
Yeah, I think 2 years. I think that's worth it to go to the moon, dude.
You come back and some of your family members or friends are dead.
What is this, Interstellar?
The girl you like is married.
Everything changes.
Everything changes. Time doesn't
2
stop.
years though.
Time doesn't stop.
2 years is not that long.
Time flies.
Yeah.
Time does fly.
Time does fly.
I heard also,
but a lot
time-
can change in 2 years.
Time also slows down when you go faster.
Does it?
Yeah.
Time slows down when you go faster.
Down?
The faster you go to the speed of light, time slows down.
Okay. I thought you just meant like the more busy you keep, because I feel like time flies more when you're busy. Like
Yeah, but
if
you're
I'm at
going faster.
work, and if I'm at work and only 2 customers come in the whole day, time goes really slow.
Yeah.
But if a bunch of people come in, time goes faster.
Yeah.
Time goes faster.
Yeah.
Time doesn't slow down.
Well, what is time?
Time goes faster.
What
Time's
is time?
infinite, right?
What is time though?
What is time?
Yeah,
What is
I'm
time?
asking. What do you think time is?
Time is like sunrise, sunset. The days go by. Hours.
So it's just movement.
Movement.
I mean, I guess
Because here's another question: does the future really exist, or is it only the present?
Ooh.
I think the future exists.
How?
Because I've had dreams about something happening in the future and then it happens. Like deja vu type shit. So like there is a little bit of like a peek into the future sometimes in your dreams.
I agree.
So the future exists.
Yeah, but it's
I'm going to a wedding in September. Is that not in the future?
In the future, tomorrow.
I'm asking you. I'm just curious.
I'm saying.
Oh, every moment the present, it just keeps moving, right?
Yeah.
Are you getting it?
I think you're in the present most of the time,
Right.
if not all the time.
With all this alien talk and like Jared's stutter, every once in a while when you're having the stutter, I'm imagining like your head just opening up and an alien coming out. Like this is just you're.
He's like a
when
demigorgon.
when you're stuttering, you're trying to keep it in,
Right.
and then it's just when you go. We gotta AI that.
I used to consider myself an alien.
You consider yourself an alien?
Used to, yeah, I have. Like,
And like did you think you were?
I was like, because I was different from everybody. So yeah. I must be the alien, and also like remember the movie. And
Men in Black.
yeah, that movie.
Yeah.
How they showed like Michael Jackson alien, other people aliens, right?
Yeah.
That just made me think that.
I mean, the jury's still out, right?
Yeah, you know.
Because you were adopted, weren't you?
I was adopted, so
That's-
I don't know where I came
You're
from.
basically Superman, dude.
You don't
Pretty
know where you
much.
came from? That's
I
crazy.
used
You
to
could
think
be
I'm
an alien spy.
Moses too, so
You used to think you were Moses.
yeah.
How'd you
I'm
get
the
that
chosen
one?
He stutters like
Oh, Moses stuttered too?
in a Bible.
Let my
talks about him
people go?
stuttering. What?
It took him
Let my
45
people-
minutes.
yeah.
It took him 45 minutes to do the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not
I had to
kill.
I had a joke that he had to sing the song or it would it come out. He had
Okay.
to sing a song
Yeah.
or would
Let
it come
my
out?
people go.
Yeah.
Nice. The Prince of Egypt.
Yes, good movie.
Great movie. Yeah.
Great movie.
That was a DreamWorks. DreamWorks did that. I might have talked about it on the show here before, but DreamWorks. You know how DreamWorks animation started? I'm sure I talked about it on the show before. Basically, guy worked at Disney.
Yeah.
He was in the animation division. Pixar was starting up. He thought he was going to take over the Pixar role. This guy made like Aladdin. He made fucking Lion King. Like he made hits. So he's like, I must be next to take over that big thing.
Right.
They already put out Toy Story, but he didn't get the job. He got pissed. He yelled at the boss. The boss was like, "Fuck you, you're fired." And but it was a wrongful firing because he was doing such good work. So he sued them.
Right.
He got millions of dollars. He started up DreamWorks Animation. He talked back to his boys that still worked at Disney. He's like, "What's the next Pixar movie you're working on?" They're like, "It's about bugs, like starring an ant." And he's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna make a movie about ants." He made Ants. He made Ants, but then Ants was like kind of shit animation. So then they circled back to doing regular animation for a second. Made Prince of Egypt, and they made another kind of like religious one, maybe not. I forget what it was, but anyways, they made like two religious.
The Road to El Dorado.
Is that religious?
No, it's about a hidden city of gold.
Okay, maybe not two religious ones, but anyways, they made a religious one, and then they're like, all right, let's take our second crack at computer animation, and then they made Shrek hit.
Yeah,
So-
I forget who else talking about it, but yeah, one of the reasons why Shrek is like, it's like a diss track
To
Disney.
Yeah.
One of the best diss tracks. Was it with you? We were talking about that.
No.
The guy that runs DreamWorks Animation hates Disney.
I also saw something interesting about Shrek. Tino originally
Chris Farley
was going to play Shrek.
Yeah.
And Chris Farley was going to play Shrek before he died.
Yeah.
And then Mike Myers took it over.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I heard about that. Chris Farley would have done great with that.
Yeah,
too.
and
I mean, Mike Myers did too. Mike Myers makes hits.
if you look at Shrek,
Yeah.
it's Chris Farley.
They made it like Chris Farley.
Yeah, they made it like Chris Farley.
Yeah, Chris Farley, like, I think his last movie was Beverly Hills Ninja, and he hated that movie. It's too bad that he didn't get to make one more. I like Beverly Hills Ninja,
I
but
still remember him as the bus driver, Billy Madison.
the bus driver, another underrated role for him. Is,
Underrated.
another underrated one is in Dirty Work with Norm Macdonald.
Right.
He just has a small role where he plays a guy that's sitting at a bar that got his nose bit off by a Chinese hooker.
Yeah.
And like Norm would just like try and say stuff to rile him up. He's like, it's not like I got my nose bitten off by some Chinese hooker. And he's like, you motherfucker. dog. Like he just starts snapping on him for bringing that up.
Really, like Adam Sandler movies have the best cameos of cast.
Oh yeah, I would love to be on the Adam Sandler roster. What a dream that would be.
That would be
just to play like a guy that has one line in every movie. That's all I need.
That would be a dream work, you know.
That would be a
That'd be the dream work.
That
Okay,
would be.
I went there.
No, you went, I like it.
Okay,
I don't have that sound effect, but
that'd be a dream work, you know. No, I would tell you, like Adam Sandler movies are still one of my favorites. Like,
oh yeah. Adam
Adam
Sandler, if you're
Sandler
listening right now, if you need a guy that stutters,
I'm here. Come on,
get Jared. I don't know what I could offer him, to be honest. Not a great actor right now. I would just love to be on set with you.
We all would, yeah.
I had a chance to work, not in it, but on a set when they were doing You're Not Invited to My Bar Mitzvah.
Okay.
I was
shot in Toronto, right?
I shot in Toronto, and I was driving trucks on movie sets that summer, but they needed you to have the booster, and I didn't have the booster. So I didn't get to work on that one. I wonder if I could have just lied, but it would have been sick.
Would you have gotten the booster to work with Adam Sandler?
Would you?
I had the option. I didn't get it.
Oh, okay.
I already felt like I got punked into the shot the first time, and so I waited so long not to get the shot that it was already like September 2021, I think.
Yeah.
I waited all that time, and
that's like a year and a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And then finally, I'm like, all right, I'll get it because my work was like, we're not gonna let people drive on sets if they don't have the shot. And I was making more money than I'd ever made before. I'm like, I don't want to turn that down. Yeah. So I got it. And then 2 months later, they're like, you need to get the booster to work on this one. I was like, I just got the shot. How do I need to be boosted already? Yeah. So I at that time, I had to take a stance. Like I already felt like I got punked into taking the first one. And I'm not proud of myself that I got it.
I got a shot for comedy.
Yeah.
Because like at the time, nobody was allowed in places.
Yeah.
And I also got it for my family too.
True.
But, yeah, if I had a choice, I would have not got it.
Yeah. I've talked about my blood vessel burst on this the last 2 episodes, and there's a bartender at the corner that she's very into like conspiracies and anti-vax and everything. Yeah. And when she heard me talking about it on stage, she's like, I know what it is. You got the vaccine, didn't you? And I'm like, I did. She's like, how many shots did you get? I'm like, just the first one, I swear.
She's hilarious, man.
Oh, she's the best.
She's the best.
Whenever she's working, like I love just sitting beside the bar and just hearing the conversations that she gets into with the crowd.
Best,
one time there was a guy that comes in and he's like, I'm gonna get MGD for myself, and then let me just wait to see what my girl wants. And then she goes, beta male, can't make a decision without asking his girl, can't even order his girl a drink. And I was like, holy shit, that guy's dick probably went inside of his body. Yeah. To have a bartender just fucking
call you out of spot,
shitting you on you like that, just because the guy wanted to know what his girl wants to drink, can't fucking make a choice. Yeah, she's so funny. Shout out Nikki. I should have Nikki on the podcast sometime.
Yeah, shout out Nikki.
Yeah. She'll be wearing MAGA hats at the fucking show too.
She gives no fucks.
She gives no fucks.
I've seen them make people cry, you know?
What happened?
I just seen somebody walk out. I'm not saying.
Oh, really? From what she was saying to them?
Yeah, comic walked out.
A comic?
I'm not saying who. I'll tell you after the comic walked
Can I get a clue? Yeah. Describe this person in 3 words, and that's it. Just if you can choose any 3 words you want. It doesn't have to be too specific.
Let's say AC.
AC. So instead of 3 words, you give me 2 letters. This guy's a fucking tough bargainer, yo. Forgot you were Jewish. You don't want to give me too much, yo.
He's initial.
AC. Okay. I'll think about it after. I don't want to spend too long thinking about it.
Don't.
Because you're not going to let me confirm anyways.
No, I'm not.
Made an AC cry.
Last time I was in podcast, I said names, never again.
Yeah. This is Uncut Jams. We don't fucking cut shit around here unless I'm bleeding on the spot.
Let's go.
Then we have to just pause. Then we just pause. We didn't cut anything.
No, we didn't cut anything.
So it's still Uncut Jams.
Yeah. It's just also stitched together jams.
Yeah. Stitched together for the first time ever. Yeah, I forget what names you named last time, but we'll move on.
Don't worry about it.
We'll move on from that. We'll move on from that. On my algorithm recently, I don't know, like sometimes you get flooded with a certain thing. And the thing that I've been getting on my algorithm recently is people solving Rubik's Cubes. Have you guys been seeing this come up on your algorithm?
I was on that years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know why this is coming up, but it's like, I'm getting so many videos. Someone's just like, okay, if you turn right, up, left, right, for like however many times in a row.
That's where I learned the word algorithm.
From Rubik's Cubes?
Yeah, because an algorithm is like a script. It's like a program that you run. So when you're solving a Rubik's Cube, you would be like, okay, well, this top right piece has to go in this spot here. And in order to do that, you would have to do a specific algorithm to move the one piece from here to here and keep everything else the same.
So the ones that I'm seeing, I don't know if they're just like they mix them up in that reverse order and then they're just solving it on the screen like that, or if it's like if you do these 4 moves this many times in a row, will it solve every Rubik's Cube?
Oh, I haven't seen those ones.
And then there's some that are like they're along to this Spanish song and it's just like uno, dos, tres, abajo, uno, dos, tres, abajo, uno, abajo, dos, abajo, and it's like I'll have to pull up the clip with the.
There's like a system to it.
It looks like there is,
mathematical.
There's algorithms to it.
So no matter how the thing's mixed up, is there a way to just solve it using these 4 moves in a row? Is that
not that I know of, but there are specific moves that you can do, like specific sequences to get this one piece to move over here.
Yeah.
And keep everything. So even if it's still scrambled, it's like I just want to move this
one piece,
to this corner. Okay, then I got to do this set of moves, and then it moves over, and then it's still going to be scrambled, but now you're going to have a piece where you want it to be.
I am like a slave to advertising. Like I'm every advertiser's dream. Whenever they want to sell me something on like Instagram, if I have money, I buy stuff like on a whim a lot. And I'm like, they're trying to get me to buy a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
And
I have a Rubik's Cube collection.
A collection?
Yeah.
Why do you have a collection?
I told you I was on this years ago, like early YouTube.
Can you solve a Rubik's Cube no problem?
No.
Okay,
but I have a 4x4 Rubik's Cube. I have a 2x2 Rubik's Cube. I have a Pentagon Rubik's Cube.
2x2s are easy to solve, no?
You have to know the algorithms.
But I feel like 2x2 would be the easiest one to solve because it's the least.
It's the least amount of pieces. 1x1 would be way easier.
1x1 should already be solved.
That's the whole point.
Is there one algorithm for every Rubik's Cube? Or
no, there's different ones. There's one that I always wanted to get. It's called the V Cube 7, which is like a 7x7 Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
My favorite thing to do is scramble it and then take it apart and then put it back together. That's how I like to solve them.
Like this is. Let me just show you like something like that. Like I'm getting a lot of these on my phone.
Yeah.
On my Instagram and Facebook. And I just don't get it. Like if I did that with any Rubik's Cube, is it going to solve it?
I don't think so. I don't think so because there's so many possibilities for a Rubik's Cube.
Like you think they just did the reverse of that like 20 times. And
if I had to guess, yeah,
that would make sense. I don't know. I got to
try.
it.
They sponsored by anything?
Huh?
Is it sponsored by anything?
That's a good question.
Well, like sometimes, dude, like.
No, this is just a guy.
You do IQ higher than 75. You're insane.
This one is Rubik's Cubes. This one's so that they're definitely.
I have a mirror cube.
Big Rubik's Cube is fucking trying to get me to, and this is the one with the song. Well, I don't have my phone plugged in, but let's see. Yeah. That's a giant Rubik's Cube.
I'm just here for the song. Like, who cares what it is? Just put it on there and the song's playing.
It's a banger, yo.
Yeah. It is.
Uno, dos, tres.
It sounds like a Bad Bunny song.
Yeah.
It might
definitely.
be.
Well, it's definitely Spanish. I can tell you that. You guys got anything booming on your algorithm right now? Anything that you're getting served up? Just a lot of ass and titties.
Ass and fake Down syndrome people. Yeah.
I was getting that months ago. Is that still?
I still randomly.
They're targeting you, huh?
Yeah, and then
targeted ads.
Also, I get a lot of like the autism people. Love
on the Spectrum.
Love on the Spectrum.
Would you go on that show? Could you go on that show?
I had a joke saying that like I'm not autistic enough for that show.
You're not. I mean, there is some that are pretty fucking fully functional on there. Like there's ones that live on their own and stuff on that show.
They're high functioning.
High functioning.
Yeah.
But
are you autistic?
I have tendencies.
You have autistic tendencies.
I stim a lot.
What's that mean?
Like I'm always playing with shit.
Oh, what's that?
Shout out fucking Darius, man.
What's that?
You don't know Darius?
You don't know Darius?
No.
Oh, Darius.
Darius Day.
It's Darius Day. He's like a very high level autistic person.
Yeah.
And he has like these crazy stims. So he makes this noise like he'll go like this and go like he'll just do that for like minutes on
This
end.
is the one time that we need a camera on Dante because it's not going to make sense to people watching at home. Okay, I'll do it. He's going, pulling his eye down and going,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah.
I fucking fidget with shit a lot, and I never sit
fidget.
still.
Yeah.
I wonder if I'm autistic.
I think everybody has some tendencies.
Yeah, I think everyone has autistic
I don't
tendencies.
think in 2025, I think autism is like no big deal.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I never sat still. I never sat down at my desk at
ADD.
school.
Yeah.
Like, teachers would get so mad at me because
Yeah.
I would want to stand up at my
Yeah.
desk all the time. They're
Yeah.
like, just sit down.
Me too.
You too?
I got my chair taken away. I just want one teacher. He never allowed me to sit down in his class. And he said, I will now use the chair anyways. So he took the chair up, and I had to stand the whole class.
Damn.
Which was okay.
Yeah. Mine, they wanted me to sit down, so they fucking put the chair under me more.
Okay.
They give me 2 chairs. They'll probably take your chair and give it to me.
2 chairs.
2 chairs.
Chairs.
That's my nickname.
Nice.
Am I standing up or sitting down?
Nice. 2 chairs, 1 chain.
2 chairs. Damn, that's the name of the episode.
2 chairs, 1 chain.
No. I did get a new chair today. I'm very happy about it. I went to a clearance store, and I went there to get new bed sheets and comforter because I bled all over my last one. And blood is hard to get out. Blood is tough to get out. I don't know if you guys knew this, but it's one of the hardest stains to get out. So if you're thinking about committing a murder, just think about that first.
Well, that's always like one of the big things when you see like, you know, any like murder shows, like how are we gonna get the blood stains out? And then they have to like stay up all night, like scrubbing the wood floors and like
Yeah. I was looking on Amazon to see like what's a good blood stain remover, and there's one. I'm probably gonna be put on a list now. I'm like, I'm googling how to get blood out of a mattress. Yeah. They're like, what the fuck? But one of the things is like it's a blood, milk, and ice cream remover, which is like.
Ice cream.
How did those ones end up together? Like obviously milk and ice cream go together, but why? Like it's the front of the packaging is like blood and ice cream. And it's like get the blood and ice cream out because what kind of party did you have last night? Blood and ice cream everywhere.
Okay.
I just thought that was it. Yeah, it is.
Blood ice cream. Is blood on the ice cream? Like ice cream blood?
I'll show you the cover.
And the blood's a topping on ice cream?
No, it says blood, dairy, and ice cream, and then it has a picture of ice cream.
That's
They didn't put a picture of blood on there.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Shout out to Carbona. If you guys want to sponsor me, I need some of your stuff. But I'm afraid to like some of the reviews is like, oh, it smells funny. I don't want to put something that smells funny on my mattress, so I'm trying to get it out the old fashioned way. I asked my mom how to do it. She's like, put baking soda. Baking soda gets rid of everything. Just put baking soda on it. But I put baking soda on it. It did fade it a little, but it didn't get it
How
right
much
out.
Did you put a lot of baking?
Baking soda. I got baking soda.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for you to play that sound effect.
I
Was this Red Band?
You know, thank you for the reference.
OT Genesis, right?
Yeah.
I'm in love with the go-go. What were you going to say?
I was gonna say, whip it through the glass.
Yeah, that was a banger, yo. That guy didn't have too many songs though. He didn't stick around too long.
Oh, he had other bangers.
Like
Cut
that-
It.
Cut it, yeah.
Yeah,
You
cut
need
it.
to cut it.
Yeah.
Oh, that song
One
still.
topic.
That whenever I work at my mold company, shout out to Mold Solutions Canada. If you fucking tell them James sent you, we'll give you a little discount. Mold Solutions Canada. But whenever we're like cutting out drywall, I always say you need to cut it.
Yeah. Cut it. What else did he have?
Cut it. But that was the same year. I don't think he Did he have multiple albums?
I don't know if he had multiple.
Is he? He's not still doing stuff, is he?
I'm pretty sure he is.
You think so?
Yeah.
Let's see. One guy that I just looked up the other day because we were listening to a Jeremiah song. He had like a good little run with Bed and don't tell it. Yeah.
Oh, don't tell it.
Don't tell it. He had a couple bangers, but he hasn't been around since 2015. Crazy. So OT Genesis, 38 years old. And where's his songs? Let's see. Is he still dropping songs? He had 2021 was his last one.
Okay.
So he hasn't not in a bit, but anyway, shout out OT Genesis.
Which, was that the one with E40?
I don't know, man.
Sliding?
No, it was called something else. I didn't look up every song he's ever made, but the most recent one was called 2022. Thang Thangin'. Thang Thangin' sounds like it's gonna be a banger.
Thang Thangin'.
That Thang Thangin'. You know what that means, Jared?
Bouncing?
I'm
Pretty
gonna
close.
I think it means like if a girl walks by with like a crazy ass and it's looking good. Man, that thing is thangin'.
That's what I think it would be, right?
Or
if
like
bouncing.
It could be. I think it could be. You could have a variety of things, or is thang's always an ass? Because like a thang could be a pussy too.
It could.
Like that pussy squirting.
That
thing is thangin' right now. That thing is thangin' as fuck. That thong.
That's what that one makes me think of the song. Song.
When I was in university, we had to write I was doing this media class, and we had to write a essay about like one of the most important creations in history, right? In media, and I wrote a thing called I wrote mine about the thong. I called it Between the Cracks, an investigation of the thong. And talked about the thong song. Talked about like how what a influential item of clothing it is.
Yeah,
that we're getting that we're getting thangins out. You know. Yeah, I don't even think the essay was good, but I got an 80%, and the person that marked it, I don't think it was the professor, it was like their assistant. Okay. They circled the title and they're like check. Like they're like, this title is doing all the legwork here. This title is fucking sick. Between the Cracks, an investigation of the thong. I wanted to when I first started doing comedy, and I was still like had a connection with the strip club I used to work with. I used to want to start a comedy show there, and call it Between the Cracks. Comedy, because you go stripper comedian, and other strip clubs have done that.
Is there like a stripper open mic, like where it's like beginner strippers or something?
They have amateur night. Yeah. I don't know if they still have it, but when I was in university in Guelph, they had the Mansion, and they would have a crazy amateur night with like a nice cash prize. You did it?
It was a bar that had strippers.
Okay, yeah.
Winnipeg. Interesting.
Yeah. So you were on stage and there's strippers doing their thing at the same time?
No. Oh. The stripper took a break and did comedy.
Okay. Yeah, I was curious how it would work best because while the comedian's on stage, some people will be like, "Fuck this guy right now." Yeah. But it'd be kind of fun if they're like, if the stripper is still doing their thing and you're doing comedy over a beat, like she's not allowed to have songs with words in them, but like it can be an instrumental, and you just do comedy over the instrumental while she's stripping. That could be fun.
And strip clubs are pure evil.
Pure evil. Why do you say that?
I had experience, from experiences.
What's? Tell me about the evil experience of the strip club.
It depends how you go into it. Like, if you go into it with if you go into it, if you have any type of if you are easily persuaded and shit.
Yeah.
And you easily I had situations where I got kicked out of a strip club.
For what?
One time.
Why'd you get kicked out?
I called a stripper a whore.
What the hell? Why'd you do that?
Because I wanted a lap dance, a simple lap dance.
Okay.
And the whole time, she kept asking me, "Oh, pay $200 for
a blowjob or something."
A blowjob,
right?
And she said that over and over again. I told her, "No, stop it! Stop acting like a whore." I said, "Acting like a whore," because she wanted money for a sexual service,
right?
Which is a whore-like activity.
Fair.
And she got up and just slapped me in the face.
Yeah.
And then I got sent up to the owner's office. I told the story on stage, but
yeah, that's wild. Yeah, I mean, I don't think even if they're doing whore-like, that's the thing. Even if they're doing whore-like activities, I don't think they want to be called whores, right? But it is interesting at strip clubs. Sometimes you just want to lap dance, and they're pissed that you just want to lap dance. They're like, you're wasting my 5 minutes. Right? I could be sucking a guy's dick for $200 right now.
No,
but I'm dancing on your lap for $20.
Yeah, and the ATM machine.
Yeah.
Biggest scam of the strip club.
Oh, I know, the walk of shame to the ATM machine. When you see your friend, he only wanted to go up there for one dance, and now he's walking over. 20 minutes later, he's walking over to the ATM and head down, holding hands with the stripper.
I took that walk of shame before.
I did that first time ever. I went to Montreal for a strip club. I was 18 years old, and it was $10 dances there. But I went up with this girl, beautiful girl, lovely girl, not a whore, just a nice girl. You know what I mean? Just a fucking.
I didn't say she was a whore. I said she acted. Acted.
Right. So this girl, she starts dancing on me, and have a great first dance. And then I was like, I only wanted one dance, and then she's like, "Do you want another one?" And I'm like, "Sure." I'm like, now at this point, I'm like, "Does she love me? She wants to?" And then I stayed up there for probably like 6 songs, and then at the end, she's like, "Yeah, so that'll be like $60-$70 or whatever, how much it was." And I was like. I'm like, wait, I only wanted one dance. And then she's like, we were up here for half an hour. What do you mean you wanted one dance? I'm like, I thought the rest were on you. I'm like, I thought you just liked me. I thought you liked this 18-year-old boy so much. Yeah. I remember I had to, because I definitely didn't go up there with more than like $20. I was fucking 18 years old. I didn't have money. And I still don't. But
I had a relationship with this stripper for a little bit. But she always wanted me to come to the club. Then I figured out, okay.
Did you ever see her outside the club?
After the club, one time, but
just once. Fair. Once. Yeah. That's a good little trick that they can play on guys.
They all play trick.
They call it that. They call it tricking.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
You're a trick. You're a trick. Yeah. The guy's the trick in the situation, right?
Yeah.
And when she performs. Say a blowjob for you, she's tricking on that trick. Is that what it is?
I think the trick is like the mark, but then there's also like self-aware tricks.
Tricking ain't,
you know what I mean?
It ain't tricking if you got it. People say that.
Yeah,
I remember Yo Gotti had a song where he's like, "I made love to a stripper."
Yes.
And then that's the opening line of the song where it's like, he sounds like a cool guy. He's fucking strippers. Yeah. But then he's like, first I had to tip her. And it's like, okay, you're just a regular guy then, Yo Gotti. Right. Like any other guy. And then he says 20,000 ones. And then I'm like, he's really overpaying for that thing. That thing ain't thinging enough. There's no thing that thing's enough to play 20,000 ones. Right. And then she said he's that N-word at the end. That's the opening line, in like he's the man. You know what I mean? He's the man because he just gave her 20,000 ones to make love to her. Anyways, that line just makes me think like it gets progressively less cool. If he just made love to the stripper, I'd be like, cool guy.
Yeah.
But he tipped her, and I'm like, okay, regular guy. And then he's 20,000 ones, and it's like it's a bit much. And then he's bragging about it, saying he's the man.
No.
I mean, he had 20,000 ones.
My favorite strip club song ever, because it was the first one I ever went. First strip club I ever went to.
Bands and Maker Dance.
Bands and Maker Dance is a great one. But there's one that it just sticks out in my head. The line in this one, it's a Too Short song called Money Maker, and I really try and brand my life off this one line where
the
it's
trumpets in that song.
He says, "I only fuck with money makers, hustlers, and bitches who know how to get motherfuckers." And I just take like bitches that get motherfuckers, you know, bitches that get me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I love that line,
It's a good line.
Money makers, hustlers. That's the only people that I have on this show. Money makers and hustlers and bitches who know how to get motherfuckers. That's the motto that I live by on Uncut Jams.
Let's hustle.
Hustle. You're a hustler. You got any big shows coming up that you want to promote? Anything? The show will come out next Tuesday.
Yeah.
So anything after that?
I got my Laugh Without Limits show.
When
Next one is July 27th.
Laugh Without Limits. And then that
Danforth.
show is you. Is it always Blair the Handy or is it?
Yeah.
You
and
you Blair
the Handy.
I think Joe Batello's on that one.
Joe Batello's on the one coming up on Sunday.
Oh, you missed the Joe Batello one then. Sorry, guys.
Yes.
Because he's also been a guest on this show. That's why.
Right.
And who else? So who's on the July one that we can shout out?
Robert Cackham's gonna be on it.
Robert Cackham. What's his disability? He shits out of the side of his
Crohn's,
stomach.
baby.
Yeah. Crohn's. You have to have a disability to be on the show.
No.
No. You have to have. You kind of have to be influenced by people with disabilities, or thing is, I like to think that everybody has some type of disability.
Right. You had Dante on for being black, right?
No, for being allergic to peanuts, you racist.
Peanuts! Yeah. Black Zeus always jokes around.
Yeah.
With me on that one. But, no, the thing is, it started as a disability thing.
Yeah.
I just want funny people on the show.
Okay.
It doesn't really... And, everybody is influenced by somebody in their life with a challenge. Everybody's influenced. We all did the Terry Fox run in school. So we're automatically influenced by somebody with a disability. No, they're
Yeah, Terry Fox was the first handicap influencer.
Yeah.
There might have been someone even before him.
Helen Keller? No.
Helen Keller? Helen Keller? Yeah.
Yeah.
Deaf blind man.
Some people do say it as.
Wait, didn't we say Moses had a stutter?
Yeah.
Moses.
had a stutter.
He definitely influenced.
He was the first influencer.
Yeah. Damn.
No, but I think everybody has some type of thing.
Yeah.
Especially now, 2025, everybody tries to say they have a thing. So I like to think that everybody has some type of...
Everybody's got a little
some type of challenge.
Everybody's got a little something special in them.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong to have something...
No, I think
challenge,
I think some people are learning to make it work for them.
Yeah.
Like Love on the Spectrum people, you know what I mean? It's a great platform for them. You have made great use of yours.
Other show like Downs to Love or something?
No.
There's another show called Downs to Love.
Downs to Love?
Yeah.
Any of those girls thanging on that show?
Are they real?
Downs for Love.
The Downs for Love.
Yeah, what a scam those girls are doing with the fake Down syndrome
AI?
filter. And then they get people to sign up for their OnlyFans, and then you get there, and it turns out they don't have Down syndrome.
Right, and also it's going even further because Dante showed us a couple weeks ago, this chick, amputee, no legs,
no legs,
no arms,
yeah, it's AI.
It's AI.
No legs and no arms.
No legs, no arms. It's totally AI. No legs.
This is set up for my OnlyFans.
Everybody wants this. I think a disability fetish now is real.
Is the girl's face real, or is the whole thing?
The whole thing
is AI.
Man, is that the way to get rich now? To just create a fake woman?
Disability fetish.
There's so many of those pages, though.
Yeah, but
what do people want?
Well, what the crazy thing is, there are guys that are
running the accounts,
perverted that will.
Oh, that will sign up for it.
That will sign up for it.
Yeah. Guys are perverts.
Guys are perverts.
Yeah.
And but the thing is, I don't do OnlyFans anymore.
You did OnlyFans?
No, not did. I don't subscribe to OnlyFans anymore. Because I've seen so many fakes, so many people on Instagram saying, "Oh, my friends chat for OnlyFans. My friend has a job.
It's a job.
It's a job when people chat. And also, if you do OnlyFans and talk to the girls, you can tell in a second it's like an automated AI message and what's not AI message.
Man, I wish I was smart with computers and stuff. I would just set up. If I could just set up a fake AI girl to have an OnlyFans and have the chat be like sexy and everything. I could just be making money and not have to work so hard.
Andrew Tate made money. That's how Andrew Tate.
But he had real girls.
No, he had real girls.
He had real girls. Yeah, but I think they are real girls, so to speak, than the AI.
Like these days, you could just make a totally fake girl and a totally fake chat, and you could still make money off it. That's
what this girl with no arms and no legs is, because she's not a real girl, right? And the whole page is AI, and she has no arms and no legs, and like
how are you chatting
hundreds of thousands of followers. I know, right?
How are you chatting with me with no arms, no legs?
Voice to text.
And also, I saw that this guy like on a computer and made himself into a chick and then got OnlyFans.
Yep.
And made money that way.
Well, happy Pride Month, baby.
You never know what's going on, man.
Yeah. Oh.
You never know what you really spending money on or seeing on Instagram. Because almost everything on Instagram now is AI.
When you were on OnlyFans, was there any girl that stands out in terms of being a good follow? Can we give one shout out to an OnlyFans girl? Since we talked mean about whores for a second, let's give a whore a shout out. And I mean whore in the nicest way possible.
Ava Fox.
Ava Fox. Shout out Ava Fox.
Porn star too, I think.
Is she? Let's look up Ava Fox. Let's see what kind of girls Jared's into. There's one girl that I follow on Instagram that for sure has an OnlyFans and her page is very sexy. This is Ava Fox. Oh, let's see. This girl?
Yeah, she's also a porn star, I think.
She looks like a Tennessee cheerleader. She's a Tennessee cheerleader? Is this her?
Yeah.
Is that her? Is that not Ava Fox?
I think it's Ava Fox. Brown hair, porn star. I don't know. Okay.
All right,
maybe I'm wrong, but she's hot too. But yeah, it's every time on Instagram you see a hot girl photo.
Yeah.
90% of the time she has an OnlyFans account attached to it.
I don't know if that's a real stat, but
80, not 90.
But it's like I could see the temptation
a higher
being there.
Number.
I could definitely see the temptation. If I was a hot girl, the temptation would be there to say like, oh, I don't have to go to work and I could just like I'm not saying I would get fucked on camera for it, but I would consider like doing like the female comics have it now too.
Female comics.
And what are they doing on there?
Some of them show feet pics, some of them not.
There's some UFC fighters with OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Women?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which ones? Paige Van Zandt?
Yes, she has an OnlyFans.
She's like the classic hot one.
Rachel Ostovich.
Don't know that one.
She was like one of the hot ones.
Okay.
She has an OnlyFans.
Ladies, if we have any OnlyFans listeners, come on here. We'd love to learn more about OnlyFans. We'll not call you a whore. We'll call you the beautiful angel that you are.
I didn't say she was. That acted like.
Right.
Acted like. Okay. No, but like, there's this woman Instagram. Have you seen that page? Make you a sandwich. You seen her make you the sandwich one?
What's that one?
There's this girl that like all her things like making
a sandwich.
Sandwiches.
Her whole page is called Make You a Sandwich?
Yeah, something make me a sandwich.
Is it called Someone Make Me a Sandwich or is it called Make You a
Make
Sandwich?
You a sandwich or something sandwiches.
You're not making
I'm not making it up, but
I know, but okay, Make You a Sandwich. No, this can't be it. That
Instagram,
only has 9 followers. Someone make me a sandwich?
Yeah, or like the whole thing is like making sandwiches. When she's like,
no,
that's like provocatively.
There was I don't know if you remember Cooking with Kaya. Do you remember that?
No, what's that one?
So it was like I think early this year, late last year. But there's this chick. She did like cooking videos, and then she's like, I'm gonna use this
too.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know if she has an OnlyFans.
This one's called Sandwich Cutie Cat. 768,000 followers.
Yeah,
her Sandwich Cutie Cat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, followed by Jared Nathan. I should have known right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at the people that follow. It's always funny to see who's following. I'm surprised Joe Patello's not following this. Joe's always following like all the sexy girls on Instagram. What were you saying? Sorry, I cut you off.
No, but it's Cooking with Kaya. She would be like, "Oh, this plate is I'm gonna use to steal your man," and then she'd do like Cooking with Kaya, and she'd do like a twerk, and then she would do like a cooking video.
Nice.
Yeah,
twerks always go well on
Twix,
Instagram.
yeah.
Yeah, I love when that thang is thang, and if you want to shake your ass on Instagram, keep that up. Okay, we'll get to our last 2 segments here. We got our animal fun fact of the day from Yahoo.com. Did you have one ready?
yes. 300 random facts. Okay.
300. I just need one.
Okay. A newborn Chinese water deer is so small it can almost be held in the palm of a hand.
That sounds so cute. And I heard they kill them if they're female.
You know about Chinese water deer?
No, I just said that because they're Chinese.
Boom. They killed the female ones.
Chinese water deer. I gotta see that it can fit in the palm of your hand. Chinese water deer. Chinese.
They have like fangs.
The fang is fanging?
The fang is fanging.
That fang is fanging. Wow, yeah.
Ah!
They're not as cute as I expected.
Not with the fangs.
No.
Baby.
Doesn't
Chinese
look
water deer,
real
baby.
with the
Oh, wow. It can fit in the palm of your hand.
Okay.
There it is.
Crazy.
Then
Very
the fang
cute.
will cut you.
Chinese water deers, are they only found in China?
Maybe. Let's look it up.
And while you do that, we'll the last thing we do here, Jared, is I turn to a random page of the Bible.
Okay.
It says native to Korea and China.
Nice.
Its
So
prominent tusks, similar to those of musk deer, have led both species to colloquially be named vampire deer.
Scary, yeah.
That's a pretty cool name.
They're
Vampire
born
deer.
so cute, and then they turn out to be the most terrifying deers there are. That's a weird animal. There's so many animals in the world that's like, I've only seen a couple. You know, I've seen a bunch. I love animals, but you just showed me an animal I've never seen before.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a moose outside of a zoo?
No, I don't think I've seen a. I've never seen a moose.
I've never seen a moose.
I've seen a lot of
zoo.
moose crossing signs.
Okay. Yeah, I only seen them like in
We don't
zoos.
have them much down here, but like
Oh.
further up north, there's a bunch
Yeah.
of mice.
One moose with the mice?
In Saskatchewan, I saw tons of deer.
Yeah.
Tons of deer.
Yeah.
Like I saw so many deer that I'm like, hunting deer is not bad because if we didn't hunt deer, like we'd be overrun with deer.
Yeah. But you're saying about moose?
Yeah, like, it's a Canadian animal, but we don't really see them regularly. Unless you live like in
Moose are
areas-
huge.
Yeah.
Where the moose at, yo?
They're up north. We don't get them down here in southern Ontario.
Moose are primarily found in North America. Well, okay. They said there's tons in. Oh wait. Canada moose are present in all provinces except Nunavut and Prince Edward Island. So you could find them in Ontario. We just got to go up
Yeah,
north, yeah.
North Ontario.
Okay, last
Let's check it. Yeah,
segment of the day.
let's do it.
We're going to turn to a random page of the Bible, and we'll see what God has in store for us today. Sometimes there's a line there that relates to whatever we were talking about today.
Okay.
Let's see what we got today. Praise of God, the Creator. Once more, I will set forth my theme to shine like the moon in its fullness. Listen, my faithful children, open up your petals like roses planted near running waters. Send up the sweet odor of incense. Break forth in blossoms like the lily. Send up the sweet odor of your hymn of praise. Bless the Lord for all he has done. Well, the opening line there was to shine like the moon in its fullness. We did talk a lot about the moon.
Yeah.
Does it even exist? Is it empty? It's shining.
Well, it's reflecting.
And we should reflect.
Yes, we should reflect the Lord.
The more we reflect, the more we shine. And if we reflect the Lord,
Boom, boom, boom.
I meant to say, and if we reflect the Lord, we will shine brighter. If you're feeling like you're in a time of darkness and you need some light to shine the way, look towards God, and you will reflect the light that He shines in you and on you. And you had something else? I thought you were gonna. I felt like you had something to add. Well, that was it. That was the show. I think that was a good one.
Yeah.
Jared, tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me, Jared Nathan Comedy on Instagram, JaredNathanComedy.com.
And stay tuned for Laugh Without Limits. He runs those shows once a month, and they're at Comedy Bar Danforth, right?
Yes.
It's a beautiful venue. It is on the East End, but it's a great venue. You should check out. And also, me and Jared, the last Tuesday of every month, we do an open mic together at the Corner Comedy Club. You can see us both there.
Check it out.
Check us out. And Dante's been there a couple times too. A lot of new comedians. You'll see new ones and pros, so it's a fun one to stop in and check it out. Dante, where can people find you?
You can find me online at Shadante, CHEZDANTE. Follow your boy.
And you can follow me at James. Come on now. Tell your friends to keep watching and listening. I don't want to have to talk about pedophiles every week just to make you watch. All right? Thank you. Peace.
Real bad man.
Out in the street, they call it
Uncut Jams.